Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Slicey Boy Saturday here on the Hot Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm as always your host, the Hot Patriot. And for today's episode, we are going to talk about the Walmart Ozark Trail Fauna and Wanderlust knives. Just got back from Wally World about, 25 minutes ago, give or take. And I'm picking up both these at the place when I was there. Mostly because these are two that I didn't have. What I was actually looking for is I was trying to find I had noticed somebody did a thing for Christmas the other day where it was a $30 set of, I forget what it was. It was like Savivi or what it was. And I was trying to look for that actually, but I couldn't find that. So I figured I would look and see if they had any of the Ozark Trail stuff or not. And sure enough, they had a display there. They had a few different ones on it, and these were two of the ones they had on there left that I never picked up before. So, hope you all enjoy my new hat. It's a nice little galaxy deal here. So, got a bunch of different stuff there on it, obviously, and then the inside is reversible. It's got a whole another blue deal. I like this side does what it is. Personally, need to reposition that just a little bit because the sides are kind of weird. So. But, yeah, it's nice. I'm going to try to use this for next summer when I go fishing. As a potential hat to wear down to my aunt's farm is what it is there. So, but, yeah, I figured I'd talk about these two Ozark Trail knives. I also have a fixed blade over here as well that I picked up that I think I'm going to wait until the new year to show off because it was one of the $20 ones that it was then. So, initially I was going to do a top 5 for 2025 is what it is in this episode, but I decided against that. I think what I'll do is I'll probably save that for Thursday is technically New Year's Day. So I'm thinking Wednesday on the 31st, I might do a special. And it'd be the top 5 fixed blades / top 5 folders of 2025 that I picked up. So anyway, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and unbox these two right here. Let's see if I can get this to where I know my dickhead neighbor guy who's supposed to be getting kicked out on Tuesday is gone right now, or at least he was anyway. Because my cousin and I were coming back about 12:30 or so, and he was apparently taking off then. So I don't know if he's going to find a new place to live, or if he's just being an asshole and just trying to go and do whatever then and what have you, but he needs to get the fuck out, honestly, is what it is. I mean, if he was smart, what he would do, honestly, would be to go and do a, interesting, it's got a little bit of, I don't know if that's from the actual box itself or not, it's got some shit on it there. Yeah, let's see if I can clean there, it's got a little bit of grit or something. Yeah, some of that's not really going to come off is what it is. Not sure what's up with that. It's weird. I do like the handle on this one. It reminds me of, this is the Wanderlust. This one reminds me of the one that they had on sale for Christmas time. Like the same kind of material there. So, ooh, man. Feels like it needs a little bit of, there on it. It does snap open pretty good, though. It's good. This feels decent in the hand. I don't know if I'd actually put anything through that little, carabiner hole there or not. But try the thumb stud deployment on this, see if it'll flip better or not. Yeah. This feels like it's assisted opening, actually. It just wanted to, fling real bad. So, it's not bad, though. Yeah, it's definitely got that same rubberized handleness from the what do you call it now? As the ones that they did at Christmas time. Then it were $7. Obviously, these are 8 a piece. So we got the Fauna, which I actually like this one quite a bit just because the handle. I'm not really a huge fan of them putting the serration on it, but it is what it is. Mostly, it's because of the fact that when you're trying to actually fix a I'm trying to say this now. Yeah, it basically comes down to the fact when you're trying to sharpen a knife, it's a pain in the ass because then you have to like have like a different kind of sharpener for the serrated part is what it is then. So, man, that is really small. I got like some shit on my finger from under something. Like it's like oil or something that was in there that like didn't like stay in place or something. Yeah, the handle material feels really nice on this one actually. That blade is like real small, dude. By comparison, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the what was the other one that came out this year? That little shoe one that I got that didn't originally have a name. Then I picked up the second version that had a name of it, and then it basically both of them were just kind of fucked. So this one does not have foam, so it just has the flipper. Yeah, that flips nice, man. That feels good. It's got a little bit of a choil there too. See, that's the thing though, with my finger, like I don't know if I'd really want to put that right there, especially with the serration being like directly right there. See, that's what I think with this one, like it would have been better if they had just done like no serration at all on there, and it just would have been like a complete blade, like all the way down. I think it probably would have been better overall. Still does feel nice in the hand though. But yeah, neighbor guy, as far as I'm aware, he left to go do something. Is what it was then. I don't know if he's going to look at an apartment or if he's going to look at a storage unit or what it's going to be. Because that's really where he should go at this point, honestly. If you can't find a place, just go rent a storage unit and live in it for a month or two until they catch your dumbass and put you in the county jail again. So, one thing I will say about this one is this flipper tab is not all that big. Actually, neither one of them is, for that matter. Like that's the only drawback on these ones. You really got to get in there for it to like want to flip. Then is what it is. So. Yeah, these both feel like they're assisted openings almost. But yeah, blade size comparison. Obviously, the Wanderlust is bigger than the Fauna. But I don't know, they're both feeling nice. I could see using each one of these, honestly, if they're nice and sharp and stuff like that. I don't know if they really are or not. So, but yeah, we'll fool around with them. For those interested, I actually have all my other Ozark trails right here on this little pouch thing. Well, not all of them, but a bunch of them. I got this pouch from Amazon. Then yeah, it's got a bunch of the different ones on there. It's got all the Zephyrs and then everything else that mattered. That was the $8 ones that I've gotten before this. So, and then there's another one actually in the zipper pocket here because I couldn't fit it on the pouch. That was one of the $7 ones that they had for Christmas time. I'm sure this one will become something at some point in the future. I actually like this one a lot. The only thing I don't like about it is it has that weird ass like cut on it, I guess is what I'd say. Like the laser engraving cut or whatever it is there. Because if you compare, obviously, set that one down for a sec. If you compare this to the Fauna, I guess technically it'd be, see if I can get them both on the same side here, if it is. Yeah, if you compare that to that, like they're not too bad looking. So, and they have a similar deal to them for that matter. I think the Fauna feels slightly better in the hand. Actually, I guess maybe, it's hard to say actually. Yeah, I think the Fauna feels slightly better in the hand just because I have like the full I don't know if those would be my carder handles or what they are. Or maybe just like, they don't feel plastic. It feels like something else. But yeah, comparing to this guy, because, and I think the issue with this guy is because it has that like extra like hook where the, is there. So it's not as easy to get like a full grip on, really is what it is. So, but anyway. But yeah, you can definitely tell, like, compared to this guy, that was not an assisted opening. I think this Fauna one, and I'm pretty sure that Wanderlust one are both assisted openings, because you can definitely feel like there's a difference there between the two of them. So, and it mostly has to do with when you're, yeah, these are definitely assisted openings, because you can feel that right there. Like how it's not wanting to go fully back in there. So that's why it's able to flip as good as it is. Gets it to assisted opening. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. So, you can tell the same thing on the Wanderlust here. Yeah, it's right there. You can feel the assist on that. So, yeah. I mean, it's nice to have just because it's whatever, but it is kind of a pain in the ass to get back close as it is then. So, yeah, my personal thing is, when it comes to knives, I prefer having something that's like not fully assisted openings, just like regular, regular folder, and just nice and smooth, really is what it is there. So, but yeah, these aren't too bad. Like I said, $8 knives. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'm not sure if that jackass is back or not now. So I know it's supposed to be getting a package here pretty soon, but hopefully it'll come fairly quick here. Oh, nope, just got resended. Okay, so initially it was 145 to 445. Now it's 2 to 5. Yeah, I'm actually waiting for food to come in from Amazon. Is what it is. I was interested. Specifically, I was able to get a good deal on their site the other day for it was the they have little mini pretzel things. I think I may still have some down here. Yeah, these kind of mini pretzels right here. A couple more bags of those, and then because unfortunately Walmart doesn't carry that kind of stuff for some reason. I don't know why, or at least if they do carry it, I can't find it ever. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna get the shit off Amazon. What it is then. And then I decided to buy some club crackers with it then too, because I wanted to get some stuff for to do like a soup / ramen with is what it is there. So yeah, that's supposed to be coming here in the next hour or so, hopefully. Hopefully we hear about like 2:30ish or so. I don't know, I know it's real wet outside though, and kind of shitty right now. So another good thing I was able to get at Wally World there, they had some Rubbermaid totes that were $7 a pop. And I figured I couldn't pass that deal up because when I was trying to find some totes on Amazon the other day, like all they had, it was like a 4-pack for like $50, $60 or something like that. It was just crazy. So I'm hearing somebody talking. I'm not sure if it's outside or if it's there, but I don't know. Hopefully this jackass just figures out what the fuck he's gonna do and then get the fuck out of here before Tuesday's what it is then. Because as far as I'm aware, according to what the landlord told me yesterday in a text, it's come Tuesday morning, or sometime on Tuesday we'll be there. It's supposed to be the quote-unquote set-out date, which I'm assuming when he says set-out, he means throw out is what it is, which means they're going to go in there. But my assumption is basically it's going to be, I would assume it'll be the landlord coming out here on Tuesday, and then the sheriff's office, and being like he'll either hand the keys to the sheriff's office or he'll open the door for him, is what it is there. If this dude is still there, like I'm sure they'll knock first, obviously, and be like, hey, time to go. So I know if I was in that dude's position right now, what I would do is I would just get the shit together, figure it out. If nothing else, go rent a storage unit for a month or something like that's what it is there. Get all your stuff over there in the next couple of days and fuck off, basically. Just stay on somebody's couch for a couple of weeks or whatever until you figure shit out or whatever then. So But yeah, it's not my fucking problem anymore. It's this asshole's problem. So, and that's the thing. He could have been a cool neighbor. You know, he just chose to be a dickhead, is what it was. So, and I won't put up with that as what it does anymore, dude, because like it was, well, and the thing is, it's not like just being a dickhead either. He's a fucking piece of shit thief too, for that matter. As far as I'm aware, he's not only stole my outside electricity, I guarantee he stole my Amazon package that one time that was misdelivered at his place. Instead of just bringing it over to my place, set on my fucking doorstep, which is literally 10 feet from his fucking doorstep. And then it was, most recently, it was about a week or so ago. I think it was a week ago Tuesday, I think is what it was. So it'll be almost 2 weeks now is what it is then. He literally fucking stole my light bulb out of my damn porch light. So, or somebody did anyway. Like I know there's somebody at the door. I don't know if it was him or if it was somebody else there, but I know it was some black person, black male anyway, and I assume it's him then. So, but yeah, it's just dickheadness and fucking petty theft and stuff like that. And it's like, and then obviously keeping me up for like 60 to 75 days now is what it is. I know it's been at least 60. I think it's been closer to 75, honestly, which is insane given the fact I haven't even lived here for 300 days yet. So, yeah, and when you're like knocking on the wall and like yelling and being like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" or I'm calling the cops, and then he doesn't shut the fuck up, and then you call the cops, and then he's like, "Why are the police here?" And it's like, "Why the fuck do you think, dickhead?" So, anyway, but yeah, so plan right now is gonna be, I'm gonna eat some stuff that I got here a little bit ago, and then I'm gonna wait for the things to come, and hopefully my stuff gets here sooner rather than later, and I can just get that in the what do you call it now? Inside the apartment here is what it is, and as soon as that gets here is what it is, then I'm gonna go ahead and I will probably take a nap. I don't know if I'll take my nap in my bed or in the chair here is what it is. Depends on how I'm feeling. Hopefully I can take a nap at all is what it is there, but who knows? I'm sure this guy's gonna try and be a cunt again today. So yeah, so I'm gonna get back over there now. Maybe just went to the store to get like some stuff or something, who knows? Or maybe you want to get a couple boxes or something for all I know. So whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much over the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, the Fauna and the Wanderlust are both interesting knives. But compared to the other guys, I don't know. I feel like the assisted openings are a little bit like too much on these though, is what it is. So I prefer the other ones that are not assisted openings. Like specifically good old Mr. Orange. That's just an access lock there. And nice D2 compared to everybody else. I believe everything else here, whether it be the Wanderlust, whether it be the Fauna, whether it be all the other stuff there that was released this year underneath names, and then obviously for Christmas stuff is what was there. I'm pretty sure those are all like I'm pretty sure all MOV seals what it is there, like either 8 or 7 or something. So, but anyway, again, it's not surprising given the fact that you have like a company that's going to be, trying to mass produce something is what it is there, and they want to do obviously as cheap as possible and make as much profit as possible. So it is what it is. But yeah, they're not bad knives. They just most of them just need a little sharpening out of the box. What it is there, and it is what it is. But overall, I would say of the Ozark trails though for 2025, I think my 2 favorites are actually Ridgeline, and I forget what the blue and red here is called. which I wish they would have done a little bit better job on the painting on this then, because you can see a little bit of like crack stuff right there, and you can also see a little bit of cracking on the red right there. But yeah, the ridge line is nice. I like it's almost a mix between like a Tonto and a sheep's head, honestly, on this. And you can't go wrong with the red and white coloration, like Christmassy color stuff. And then you got the obviously America colors with blue and red on this. Yeah, this one's a little bit. Yeah, that's how you can tell it's not assisted opening. Yeah, this guy's a nice little one too as well. So I forget what this one's called, obviously offhand, but because they don't have the actual names on the side of it or anything like that. But yeah, I like that one quite a bit, honestly. There was another one that they had today that I decided not to pick up, and it was it's only like one of the only ones I haven't picked up out of the whole bunch of them. Here's what it is, and it was I forget what the name of it was called there. And the main reason I didn't pick it up is because it was like that one that I got before that was like $3 or $4. But it was like the line. It was the like instead of being like a liner lock, it was like part of the actual handle was the actual like lock into place thing is what it is there. And the reason I didn't pick that up obviously is because I've had issues with that before is what it is. Where those just don't want to, like they're crazy sticky is what it is there. Where they don't want to basically stay in place, and then they obviously want to I'm trying to say that now. Yeah, they won't stick in place, and then they'll sit there and they'll be just all effed up basically when it's all said and done. So they're not really worth having at the end of the day because they're more of a pain in the ass to actually deal with, and they are to be able to easily close and then open again is what it is then. So it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, these two are decent, even for being assisted openings and stuff like that. So, but my plan right now is I'm going to go and do a couple things here, which include, but are not limited to, playing a game then, because I got to do my stuff for the day, and then I was trying to, when I was over at Walmart, I was trying to get the new Mario game that they have out that's on sale or whatever. Well, I guess it's not new. It's like been out for a while, so it is there, but I couldn't find it on the, when I was looking around the thing. Problem was there was a bunch of kids that were playing like, I don't know if they were playing a Switch 2 or what it was that they had there for display. But the issue was that they were like in the aisle, so they were basically just like blocking the aisles what it was there. So I had to go around the aisle and then come back around and stuff. And when I was looking at the games and stuff, I swear to God, my understanding was with the Super Mario Brothers Deluxe game, it was supposed to be either a digital code or a physical copy in Walmart, Target, a bunch of other places that were $40 for even a physical copy. Went over to Walmart, the only one I found in their case, and I'm pretty sure was that game, it was $60, and I'm like, I'm not paying $60 for a physical copy, fuck that. So I ended up coming home and then just going to Nintendo's website and buying things what it was as a digital download, which I don't like to do that obviously just because the issue becomes the difference between physical copy and the digital download there is, God forbid, these piece of shit scumbag corporations try to brick your Switch is what it is there, which people don't know what that is, honestly. It's basically they can figure out a way to like cut off your game system, which is so fucking ridiculous. But if they figured out a way to do that or whatever, you could go buy another Switch then, put the physical copy of whatever you have as a game then into that new system is what it is there, and it would still work. Versus if they fuck over your existing one and it has a bunch of digital games on it, you lose all that content is what it is then too. So you're basically out a bunch of money is what it is there. So the only nice thing about the digital download though is you can actually have a different game as a physical game in the system and be able to then play like a digital game as well on there if you want to switch between the two or whatever then. So it has its advantages and has its advantages, obviously. But the problem is like, obviously, when you're looking at it from that perspective of things, you realize that you're basically paying for convenience, but you're also paying where they could potentially fuck you, is what it is. Or God forbid, they're like, oh, you didn't pay us enough or whatever, and they try to like swipe it back or whatever then. So, which is how you get class action lawsuits, by the way, honestly. But anyway, it is what it is. So, hope you guys enjoyed this Slicey Boy Saturday episode about the Fauna and the Wanderlust. Hopefully by next week, depending on when Boy decides to get the fuck out of here is what it is. Or if they just throw them out on Tuesday is what it is. I think probably Wednesday I will. So it'll be New Year's Eve, obviously. I think that morning I'll get up and I'll probably take I got a power strip today at the store. So I'm going to plug it in over on one of these plugs over here, pull it forward a little bit, and then plug in my hair dryer and see if I can't get the heat from the hair dryer to get all the stickiness off of these things and get these down. That's what it is. Because I'm honestly getting sick and tired of looking at them behind me. But the problem is I haven't been able to get a power strip until now is what it is to be able to have enough stuff to where I could, pull it and then be able to have like the length to get to where this area is over here, because it's obviously there, and then it goes all the way to there. So, because I already got like a bunch over that way where I had to take a friggin' pry bar and just like pry them off, versus if I could just, get them hot enough to where the adhesive just starts to come off. Be better, obviously. But anyway. So, or if nothing else, I can just do like a mix between like a pry bar and like the hair dryer, where I could just do a little bit of heat, and then if it starts to come loose, just like, pop it off real easily or whatever then. And then just drop it into like a bucket or something to toss it in the trash, and that's what it is. Which long term does kind of piss me off, because I did spend quite a bit of money on these for nothing, basically. And when I say quite a bit of money, I think the patches and stuff for what I got here was like at least like $35 or $45, honestly, which is not inconceivable, honestly. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It's a learning experience, obviously. So basically, if you're going to do paneling, it's essentially get the little like T-tack things, whatever it is there, and just like, knock them with a hammer or whatever then. And keep it up that way instead of trying to use adhesive and keep it stuck up there, because at least here anyway, I was able to stick it for about maybe an hour or two. I think maximum I had it up there for maybe 4 to 5 hours one time for a couple panels before a bunch of them started falling down. And then long term, I think I had maybe like, it was like a day or two for like any of the panels to stay in place before they started slipping off then. So, it is what it is. And mind you, with how much is there, it was basically, you had to have the panel like right on top of all that, basically, to keep it stuck in place. So you're talking about 8 to 10 different things, maybe 12 different things. So yeah, just absolutely ridiculous what it is then. So anyway, but yeah, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, stay vigilant, all that good stuff. And hopefully if Honda does a chat tomorrow night, we'll talk on his chat as what it is then. So if he does a gay frog tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe not. But hopefully nothing else. Will be back on Tuesday. I will let you guys know what happens then with everything going on with the fuckface over in this apartment behind me. Here's what it is. And hopefully his dumbass will just leave on his own. I mean, in the just world, hopefully he'll be stupid and try to fight the cops is what it is, and they'll just beat his ass is what it is then. So, and if that does happen, I will definitely record that on my phone. But I'll just sit back and laugh, honestly, while I'm recording. But yeah, mostly because it'd be karma coming back around and smacking him in the face is what it is then. But if he's smart, he'll just get the fuck out before that's what it is then. So I just go fuck off somewhere else is what it is. So anyway. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a new neighbor come sometime in January. Or maybe February. Hopefully that'll be cool. So, but until later, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, all that good stuff. And we will see you either tomorrow on Honda's chat or hopefully sometime Tuesday. Yeah, if you get the thing is, if he gets evicted by Tuesday afternoon, I will definitely do an update, like grandstand or something like that about it. And then it'll be a situation of whatever, and then if nothing else, if Fauna does a chat on Tuesday night, then we'll just talk about it on his chat as well as too then for a couple minutes. So anyway, hope you guys like the hat. I do. I think it's a nice hat. And yeah, hopefully it'll be good times in the future. Here's what it is. So till later. I'll see you guys on the next one. And have a good rest of your Saturday and then Sunday, etc. And most likely I'll do a New Year's stream, I'm thinking. It just all depends right now. So I doubt I'll do like an actual like New Year's stream. I think I'll leave it up to somebody else, honestly, if they want to do that. Or like New Year's Eve stream or whatever then. So, but anyway. I know we're supposed to be getting, I know it was raining today. It's like 60 right now or so. And then it's supposed to be, I think like 30 or something tomorrow. Like 25 or something like that's what it is for the high. It's supposed to be really, it's literally going to dip like crazy in the next couple of days. Here's what it is. So, of course, the trains are coming through now. That's one thing about this place that I've never been able to get a deal of is the damn trains coming through. Like that's the thing. I have no problem with like being able to sleep, but they're not going through. But you know, when you're trying to take a nap and then you got dipshit, so much bass in the voice, trying to basically on phone calls and then not understanding like, hey, you have neighbors dipshit, like. Maybe take off fucking speakerphone, you idiot. But yeah, he doesn't bother doing that, and then he does that shit at like 2 and 3 a.m. and I'm just like, yeah. I'm so glad I'll be gone, honestly, dude, because that fucking close, honestly, right now. Actually, not even that close. It was more like probably about this close right now. Yeah, like I'm trying to get it like exactly the point where I think it's about right there. Right there, that little teeny sliver. That's where I'm at right now. With this guy's bullshit. So anyway. But yeah, I think we're all just over this bullshit, honestly, dude. So, like my cousin was telling me earlier, he said, hey, like if they were smart when they were building this place, what they should have done was they should have either been like a 3/4 inch plywood and insulation in there as the in-between walls, or it should have been like straight concrete or whatever then. I think what it was maybe is when they were building these places back in the 80s, it was something where it was maybe like a barracks or something at the time. And then it got renovated into like quad apartments essentially. Whereas they should have put the money in there to do it the correct way is what it is there, so we wouldn't have to hit people in between the walls is what it is then. So, but yeah, it's not super bad, but at the same time it's like, you know, all it takes is like one bad apple and 4 people to just make everybody else's life a living hell, basically. So, anyway. I think I'm going to use this experience that I read a book at some point in the future, knows what it is. And basically just express my frustration and emotions in the book is what it is then. So, really, I just need to find a thing right now that's like a free deal to where I can use that to like write on is what it is then. And then maybe just do like a self-publishing on like Amazon or something like that's what it'll be. So. I think right now I'll figure out exactly how long it will be or whatever, and then do that exact amount of days or whatever for like the title of the book as it will be then. So, but yeah. Anyway, till later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I said, for the 4th or 5th time now. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Always be carrying. Always have options for what you want to do to protect yourself, and never be the victim, because apparently there was another one recently in Florida where it was some poor woman just browsing in Barnes & Noble and some piece of shit crazy motherfucker walked up behind her and just started stabbing her in the back is what it is. So, yeah, don't be a victim of anything. Don't be a victim of societal rot and decay. And keep yourself safe. Later, y'all.